broadcasting.
We're here in Seattle, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Seattle Mariners.
And now, please welcome your
first pitch coming your way next.
Seattle Mariners.
All right, just about set to go. And on the mound today, George Kirby. What do we need to know here?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Okay, all set to go. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. And that's in for a strike. And this one is off and a runner.
7 o'clock.
Next offering is down low.
Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood.
And the next pitch is way outside. And that's outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Runner on the goal. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. Tatis leads off second with nobody out. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Into the dive, and he got it.
Batting first, the third baseman, number 15.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
Manny Machado, batting with one down, takes a strike. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That one is absolutely belted. Going back on this one. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. To second with the throw. No chance to get back. It's a double play. Back at T-Mobile Park. And on the hill in this one, Dylan Cease.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And we're back.
J.P.
Crawford gets a chance to hit.
Crawford.
And that is out of play. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. The batter
Holy
now,
camel shit.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Stretches out and hauls it in. 2 down,
Batting
bases
first,
empty.
the center fielder,
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
1 ball,
2
no
outs,
strike.
bases empty. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth, the catcher.
So digging in, Cal Raleigh. Swings through that one.
Jesus.
0-1.
0-1.
He was swinging.
Late that time, it's strike 2.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Swing and a miss. Cease
Jesus
with the
Christ.
strikeout. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for San Diego,
All set for the
the center
start of the
fielder,
inning.
number
Stepping
3,
in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Kirby back to work. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
That's a fucking error.
Left-hand back.
The left fielder, number 30, Gavin.
That's how they better score it.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Nobody out, runner at first. Hit on the ground might be 2. The flip to second. Tellez, 2.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
To third, Williamson. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Bottom of the second. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
The left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Throw to first. Out on the drop third strike. 2 gone. Here's Leody Taveras.
You're best when you let the game come to you. Tried to make too much happen right there. Not his best at bat.
Bunts it straight back to the mound. Slings to first, and that is that. Top half of the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth in his 6th season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. That one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. A Rosarena after it. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Luis Campusano at the plate and takes high there.
Ball inside.
Swing and a foul straight back. Top of the 3rd, no score. And delivers outside. Hard hit left side. Slinging it to first in time. Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the splitter, and it was effective. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for Seattle, Cole Young. On the ground right side. On to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. So up next, Ben Williamson. Tied him up inside with that one.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That's out to center field. Hauls it in for the out. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Check swing. He went. That's strike 1.
0-1. That's high. That's a ball.
Chases the changeup in the dirt.
1-2.
Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Start of the 4th, Luis Ariz. Stands in.
Number 4.
on the ground. Oh, great stop. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Manny Machado up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit. And hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And it's 1-0.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning.
And the count 1-2. The Rise on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the split. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jackson Merrill.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
There's a ball. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away. This at-bat sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Rodriguez racing after it. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Edge of the zone, called a strike. And the count is 1-1. Little chopper rolls foul. The pitch. Got him swinging. That is his third of the game. Back at T-Mobile Park, down to number 2 hitter, Jorge Polanco. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1.
Well, these Mariners, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results from it.
Merrill makes the catch. And he's run down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Tatis really on his horse for it. He's got it. Out. Number 2. Cal Raleigh next to him. Put down on strikes his first time through. He's got it. Late on that fastball.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
These hitters are aggressive. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there, got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. New inning getting started. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Kirby back to work. Bogaerts. There's that number 2 on his back from his idol, Derek Jeter.
You know, these Padres just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
caught him looking for the K. Now here's Jake Cronenworth, flying to left his first time. Foul ball there. And that one wrapped foul. One down, base is empty. Center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Next for the Padres, Luis Campusano. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Next for the Padres, sends it to first. Out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Randy Rosarena. Swing and miss. There's that changeup.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore.
That is a nasty pitch.
Capable of sparking
A
something.
changeup.
Just hasn't happened for him yet.
Late on that fastball.
1 and 2's the count.
That is a nasty pitch. A changeup.
And downline strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. So here comes
Damn.
He's 0 for 1.
That is a nasty pitch. A changeup.
This one checked on the ground, but foul. Strikeout number 7. So here comes and he swings through that one.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Maldonado to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Leody Taveras up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1 so far. Swings through that one.
0 and 1.
Regular season custom league series between the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it's on its way next.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Sheets brings it in, and that is that.
Now into the box, Jake Fraley. He will lead this one off today.
Back in Seattle, and here's the catcher, Martin Maldonado. Maldonado measures 6 feet even, 230 pounds, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Next offering is downstairs. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 2. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, run on base. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. Runner on the move. Pitch inside. Throw. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
2-0.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That's a strike, and it's 3-1.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a drive, deep right field. On a dead sprint, racing back, hauls it in on the warning track. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado. Line and a base hit into right. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Merrill stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
1-0.
Left field, Arozarena under it, squeezes it, and that is that. And we're back. We go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Mariners, Cole Young. Off the mark there. Ball 1. And another ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
There's the strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Now fly ball to right center. Merrill gets under it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Here's the third baseman,
Now
Ben Williamson.
Third baseman, Ben Williamson.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's his 9th strikeout so
Number
far.
3.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. J.P. Crawford
Crawford
up next for the Mariners, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's a foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
0-2.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Gabe Spire.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Fire.
There's a strike. Just off the inside edge. And that misses. And it's 2-1. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Here's Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 2 in this one.
Bogart.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
The shortstop takes the ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders of how hard he hit it.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is inside. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Bogaerts on the go. Ball outside. Throw to second, and he's out. High fly ball down the left field line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Arozarena moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back at T-Mobile Park, set for the last half of the 7th. And now the DH, Jorge Polanco.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Bogaerts handles the chance, and he'll be safe at first.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio.
Stepping in, Julio Rodriguez.
Pure bait. Runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Adam.
There's one. Throw skips, and he can't pick it cleanly, so they get just one. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners.
Raleigh.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
So the tying run at second. Runner goes again. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That one carrying. Grabs it right up against the wall. The throw in. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners.
Randy Arozarena.
Just missed.
That's out.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. Got him.
Damn it.
Huge strikeout there. Back in Seattle, and here is Martin Maldonado.
Maldonado. Now pitching for
Matt Brash taking over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. That one way outside, and now it's even 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. He did not go around. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 3.
Now battle, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And takes low for ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And it gets down for a base hit. Rodriguez hustles to get it in, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
The third baseman.
2 on, 1 out. Runners on the move. There's a ball. Throw to third, and he's out. Arise stands at second with 2 gone. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they add a pair. It's 3-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And a superb diving catch. And we're back. Here's Rowdy Tellez.
The first baseman.
In strike. Distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Adam back to work. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
No balls, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out. Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
The right fielder,
Now it's the
number
switch hitting
4,
outfielder,
Leody
Leody Taveras.
Taveras.
And there's the strike. Puts a bunt down. Cronenworth. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Up next for the
And
Mariners,
now Cole
the
Young.
second baseman, Cole.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. All set to start the 9th in this one. So digging in now for San Diego, Gavin Sheep.
Now
So the
pitching for
closer summoned from the bullpen, Andres
number
Munoz.
75.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
0-1.
Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Late swing, foul to the left. And a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Munoz, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a sinker. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Now this is in the air down the line. Arozarena sizes this one up, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
Up next for the Padres,
Jake
the second
Cronenworth
baseman,
getting ready to hit.
Cronenworth.
And first offering is fouled off. Clobber to right field.
Fuck me.
Gone. And they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. And next is the designated hitter, Luis Campusano. Inside and hit him.
Well, that pitch right there
Now
didn't even
back.
sniff the
Catcher,
zone. He was
Martin
all out of whack on that delivery.
Maldonado.
Man at first, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Martin Maldonado. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. He swings and fouls one off. Campusano, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Tatis, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Drops into the glove, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the 9th, and now for Seattle, Ben Williamson.
Youngster.
The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Dylan Moore.
Plenty of work to do on offense, so they're just looking for any kind of spark here.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that.
Oh, come on. What the fuck is that shit?
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
The high heat, too much on that one. And now the shortstop.
Garbage now.
Crawford. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. There's a swing and a miss.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. So now here's the DH, Jorge Polanco. Strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
He's still on track to 20.
Here in the last half of inning number 9. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Got him. And that'll do it. 5